What's going on, guys? I'm Ayato666. I wanted to welcome you here. You know, I was thinking about something, and I don't know. I don't know why I'm going to do this, but I am. I feel like I want to at least try something. Tired of people doing nothing. I don't know what I expect to change, but I don't want to hide under this guise that I only upload gameplay channels, and it gives me the right to ignore that shit's happened, and I don't want to do that. I want to share my life, and that includes the bad shit, with you guys. And the news just released that there was that terrible mass shooting, and I can't help but I have to say something, you know, like, I hope it doesn't incite fear in a lot of people out there. I mean, the world's a shitty fucking place, man. Where I grew up, all I dealt with was racism every day. I grew up tons of black kids all around me, and I mean, the shit I had to watch those poor guys get treated, it's just insane. It's like, when you're at that level, you don't even see people. Like, it's just pure hatred, and it's insane, and there's no fighting it. The only thing you can do is go out there and live your life the best you can, and understand and remember, you being different is what makes life worth a damn. Your different ideas, thoughts, beliefs, they're what you bring to the world. Don't let these assholes drag you down. I hope that helps people. I know it's a fucking scary world, and that's why I want to talk about it. I'm tired of just brushing it aside. Like I said, I don't pretend to understand or comprehend the fear, but I can tell you I've seen the hatred. I've seen what racism does to people, and I fucking hate it. And I wish we could get rid of it, but we can't. But we can live our lives the best we can and enjoy life. So, sorry to start off so shitty, but like I said, I don't want to hide under a facade, man. I want to share this stuff with you guys. If anything, I hope it makes somebody feel a little bit better inside, you know? Because it's easy. It's so easy to hide. And live in a little bubble, and it just gets worse and worse, and the fear gets crazier. I hope I can help. I know it's fucking weird, and it seems like rambling, but I just really care. I really do, and I wish everybody the best. I don't care what color, race, creed, and religion. I don't care. Live the best life you can, and thank you for being you. Bring the best you to the world you can, man. That's all I say. Fuck everybody else. Alright, what are we doing? That's in headquarters now, that's right. I'm here to do readables, ironically. Like I said, I just don't want to hide behind anything. I don't want to do that. I never want you knowing what's coming up. I want to surprise you, hopefully hit you different ways. I want you to know I care about you guys. I do. Alright, so we are doing the mess hall? No, this one. Private quarters? Seems like I'm going to beat off on these things, really? Okay, what the fuck time is it? Oh, I should have looked at that earlier. You better be... what? There's tutorials? Revisit the tutorial section to review useful information and game features. Consult the tutorials if you get stuck. What? Just seeing anything here is new. Yeah, it's just reliving. There's like a... okay, that's fair. If there's something you didn't understand. Okay. And ironically, like, thematically, this is a really good game to talk about that stuff. I want to do something different. Like I said, I'm not pretending to understand, or maybe give people a place to vent and chill, and... I don't know. I'm just trying something different. I don't even know what I feel about the news anymore. It's just... it seems like fear-mongers anymore. What the fuck? You're telling me there's nothing good in the world? Get the fuck out of here. So tired of this shit, man. That's why only the bad shit hits us so hard. Because it's all we fucking hear all the time. What is this? Engagement at Milt? What the fuck? Not bad. B, C, D. Alright. 3 crappy ones, but we also had 3 pretty damn kick-ass operations there. What? And we kick ass in skirmishes. Wait, do you ruin stuff? It's not that short of a game, is it? No, they said it was like 60 hours. I looked on GameFAQs. I do that sometimes. Just to see how long a game is. I don't know, we haven't really... ooh, news articles! Done as much as I want to do. I want to really explore this world, so... read news articles to keep up to date with major historical events of... Europan World War #2. Europan War 2, probably. I didn't have to do World... shut up. History's greatest comeback. Ironically, another mechanic from a game you all hated. On the Second Federation military headquarters officially announced history's greatest counterattack, a full-on offensive against the Empire, and one that's been rumored among the politically informed for some time now. After all the military losses at the Empire's hands, the Federation is now staking it all on this grand assault. Really? I was doing good for a minute, shut up. Given the sensitive nature of this operation, details have yet to be announced, but we've received reports that millions of soldiers are on the march toward Imperial soil. However, the Federation seems to be slowed by the bureaucracy of its alliances, while the Empire's dictator? God damn it, hang on. Goddamn sneeze, go away. Okay. Dictatorial? Is that real? Dictatorial? Just making me think of tater tots. Rule, and I hate tater tots by the way, rule allows them swift decision making. Astute readers should also note that the Federation's initial focus on defense led to spreading the military forces too thin, which worsened their odds against the Empire's superior numbers. With so many Federation territories falling to the Empire, this could be their one and only chance to turn the tide of this war. If anyone out there is actually able to understand this, you're awesome, because that means you actually watch this channel a lot. I have a lot of brain farts, and I try, damn it. Best invention since tanks. Wonder Bra. It's about that time, right? You can't discuss... Wait, do people have bras in this game? I'm actually seriously, like, picturing in my head. I have no idea. You can't discuss the history of war without discussing the history of weaponry. Even beyond the Federation and the Empire, nations across the globe and their brilliant engineers are devising new weapon technology every day. Some inventions even have the potential to reshape the way battles are fought, such as our forces' new portable mortars. Mortars, really? These mortars can launch shells into the area. Into the air, sorry, my arm got me there. Which unleash a powerful detonation. What? Yeah, that's what it said. Which unleash a powerful detonation upon hitting the ground. Their raw power and easy portability have civilian and military commentators alike singing their praises. The advent of tanks and machine guns elevated warfare to a level never seen before, and these mortars may well do the same. Unbreakable, Krest broken. On the 10th, the Federation military announced that they were successful in capturing Fort Krest, an Imperial stronghold in the western region of the Empire. Despite fierce! And oh my god, why is everybody using the word fierce? Is this all they teach in school? I fiercely need to know this. Imperial resistance and allied casualties. Federation forces persisted through dire odds and seized victory, however slim. While this was undeniably a logistical blow to the Imperial forces, what the fuck was I doing there, mouth? The victory may be more significant as a much-needed symbol of hope. After so many losses against the Empire's military might, this success may do much more to raise our soldiers' morale, and we'll be eagerly listening at the times for news of more Allied victories to come. Imperial's comms hubs taken. What? Damn, why do I do this? I eat and then I come here and I get all excited and it gets all gassy. And on the 5th, the Federation military announced their capture of the City of Rain, a crucial communications center for the Empire. Located in the western lands of the Empire, Rain was defended by a large tank squadron, making this victory all the more impressive. Our correspondent reports that one young commander helped the Federation win that day. Early attempts to take the city were hampered by Imperial comm jammers. Oh, god damn, get out of my head, space walls. Disoriented and under heavy fire from enemy tanks, Federation forces were on the verge of being routed. Thanks to the aforementioned squad commander, however, our forces discovered and eliminated the enemy's tanks. After such a triumph, we can't wait to hear of his next exploits. Closer to the Siegfall line. Every day, the Federation advances further into Imperial territory. The Empire's losses have forced their hand, and now a larger army than any before stands to defend the Siegfall line in a battle that may decide the war. According to the Times sources, as of the first, the fighting hasn't yet broken out, but all agree that it's only a matter of time. Each power's forces remain at a standoff on either side of the Siegfall line. The sheer mass of soldiers, equipment, and tanks is beyond any conflict our correspondents have ever seen. Whatever the outcome, we can say with certainty that this will be one of the largest battles in modern history. Whoever wins this battle may well win the war. God damn. Glossary. What? That's not what it says. Encyclopedia. It says glossary. Check the personal weaponry and glossary sections to review info on characters, weapons, and terms. Available information is updated as the game progresses, so check back every once in a while for new entries. Holy shit fuck. That's not too bad. Alright. Alright, Europa! Oh my god. No, I'm just kidding. As a resource-rich part of the largest landmass in the Northern Hemisphere, this stink bug on the right is fucking driving me nuts. This continent has inspired those with the dreams of domination for millennia. I am looking right at you, you little motherfucker. In ancient time, okay, I'm gonna put my hand right here. In ancient times, the Valkyria managed to unite Europa under the rule, giving the rise to a number of kingdoms. Later divisions arose as leaders within each kingdom chose to splinter off to form new nations. And it wasn't long before the campaigns for conquest began. By the 1800s, the balance of power lay split between the East European Imperial Alliance and the Atlantic Federation, with the small nations in their shadows left to weather the waves caused by the clash of these two global behemoths. You might hear a loud thud, and it's not me like running into a wall. It's me killing this son of a bitch. It's actually weird though. It's like the only stink bug I've seen all year, which is really weird. Normally this, where I live, is fucking just inundated with them. There's shitloads of them everywhere. Atlantic Federation. The product of an alliance among a large collective west... Nope. This is weird because I'm at an angle here. Hang on. Maybe if I fix this mic like this. The product of an alliance among a large collective of West European democracies known informally as the Federation. We good? Audio good? Yeah, okay, it's good. Popular, oh no, that's not usurpings. Damn you, dyslexia. Popular uprisings spurred by the late 18th century Industrial Revolution created many new democracies. The nascent, what the fuck, empire represented a common threat, motivating a mutual agreement among these infant republics. I was literally picturing little babies in chairs dictating what our society. Although an elected head counselor acts as their chief executive, unanimous agreements are rare among the constituents, meaning that enacting measures can take months. Oh, god damn it. Though a series of unfortunate events, god damn, I'm sorry, I was thinking of Lemony Snickets. Shut up. It is lemony. Why does that make me hungry though? Well, is it really? Is it? Whatever. Though a series of secret alliance and gains won by extortion and blackmail put the Federation ahead of the Empire in terms of political power, they have yet to decisively defeat them in battle. East European Imperial Alliance. A collection of nations united under the rule of the East European Emperor. Commonly referred to as the Empire. Drink time. Coffee. Hang on. You've had too much coffee, don't you tell me. The Industrial Revolution that occurred. Goddamn, hang on. That occurred when Ragnarok was discovered as a useful source of energy saw the nations of Eastern Europa pioneers in a... Nope, what did I fuck up? When Ragnarok was discovered as a useful energy source saw the nations of Eastern Europa... I actually didn't fuck it up, it's just worded weirdly to me. Pioneers in a machine technology rise to power, already tightly bound by a network of royal marriages. They soon joined hands in formal alliance, and I mean, let's face it, isn't that inbred, like, craziness right there? Because that's mostly what royalty was. Like, oh, you're my sister? Well, when the time's right. It is true, right? Most royalty was married in the same family and disgusting and... Alright, Britain can't watch us now. Is that a thing, like... I don't understand that. Why would you want frumpy queens? Whatever. Well, I just don't understand how that works. I don't know. Look at dogs, though. It's weird, because, like, animals are the opposite. Like, they say it makes people frumpy and stupid, but dogs are pretty smart. Like, I've seen some pretty smart dogs. And usually purebreds, right? Which usually means that it stays within the family. Whatever. I don't know what I'm thinking here. There's no actual point to what I'm not saying go date your sister. I'm just thinking out loud. That is what this is inciting, though. It's just a really weird family reunion. While not technically an autocracy, I don't know why that word always gets me. Its emperor enjoys limitless authority, and because... I hate that this went where it went. And because the empire never underwent a social revolution, it still adheres to some aspects of feudalism. Many of its citizens thus harbor conservative views and a strong bias against Darksons. It really just seems to be a fucking... It's always ignorance, it really is. Principality of Gallia. full nature and rich in Ragnite ore. Gallia borders the Empire to the east, and the Federation on its southern edge. This small Central Europan nation is a constitutional monarchy ruled by House Randgreaves, Gallia's dynastic sovereigns. Despite its small size of 38,567 square kilometers, that's fucking not small, and a population of only 4.3 million, shut the fuck up, it boasts a rich and unique culture. Its geographical, oh my god, like I've never read before, its geographical position puts it under constant threat of invasion, leading to a national position, I almost saw prostitution, of armed neutrality, and a policy of universal conscription. Why do you say that in every game? It's so weird. Those who wish to fight for their home, however, tend to join the militaries of the other allied countries. Gallian squads are known for their bravery and skill. I literally want the next movie to be like, ah! They're just running away. United Kingdoms of Edinburgh. That's how they were saying it. A small island nation less than 40 kilometers removed from the mainland Europa by way of a channel to the northwest. In Edinburgh's lengthy history spanning over 1,000 years, it was the first country to have a people's revolution and develop heavy industry. Before the USV... Huh? United suck my... What? I don't even see USV up there. And the Empire emerged as superpowers, it was the greatest nation in the world and still holds sway in the Federation. What the fuck is USV? I haven't heard that word or term yet. Guess we'll hear it later. Is it stupid? Is it like right in front of my face? I was thinking it would be like United something, but it's not there. Its military is held in especially high regard for being better trained and more disciplined than its allies. Thus, it is often relied upon to fight the Federation's fiercest battles, which draws in people seeking tougher fights, and led to the creation of many squads comprised of foreign nations. Nope, it says foreign nationals. Wow. I just assumed that was the word Hafen. Eccles? So weird that I don't know any. Is that a weasel? Wessel? A Gallian city near the Imperial border, surrounded by mountains, greenery, and streams. And no, not Twitch streams. Although generally a quiet and peaceful town, its night sky comes alive during the Starchild Festival, an annual holiday full of song and dance. I was so close to saying anal. The economic... Oh my god, really? The economic... I think I've had too much coffee. The economic hardships after the First War drove out many of its stores and factories out of business. Its local economy took an even harder hit when the Miller Company was burned down by an unidentified arsonist. I actually think I know who did that. And again, quoting the game people said they didn't like. I don't think that game was that bad. I'm still playing it. Over time, the old and I hope people have an open enough mind to share it with me, because I'm actually enjoying it. I think you guys were just expecting something else, but that's so unfair. Especially with a series that... It's like Final Fantasy. It ditches the previous efforts. Well, I can't say that, because this actually kind of picks up, which I'm really finding weird in the reviews. This picks up mid-war. This is literally the same war Welkin went through. This is literally picking up the second after Valkyria Chronicles 1. So I don't really understand all the reviewers saying you can just jump in. Yeah, you could, but you'd be missing half the war. That's kind of defeats the whole purpose. Over time, the old town area gave way to slums, full of war orphans and those who had lost their homes in the Razing of Hafen. With the ever-present threat of Imperial invasion hanging overhead, this formerly prosperous town is now in decline. You don't like... No. Okay. I was gonna say, you should tell me some way, because they all look like they would scroll a little bit. Fort Krest. A military fortress located to the west of the Empire, originally a 16th century castle. It was outfitted for modern war at the start of the Second War, to create an impromptu defense outpost. Ah! This is the area we fought in. I remember this place. It was set up ridiculously and had a tank. No, it didn't have a tank. We had the tank. It was like one of the first places we fought in. It's surrounded by a deep moat, making it inaccessible to tanks. Yeah, see, dumbass. Except from the stone bridge leading to the main gate, equipped with turrets along the walls and outfitted with a 21-centimeter howitzer. The repurposed fortress became a major obstacle in the Federation's advance. Yeah, I remember, we were trapped, pinned down, and she saved us. Despite being staffed by loyal subjects of the Empire, willing to die for their motherland, yeah, literally. An elite ranger squad armed with a portable mortar managed to take out the artillery and capture the fort in the name of Operation Northern Cross. The Lindbergh Base. As the Eastern Theater grew in scope, so too did its logistical demands. To meet their supply needs, the Federation Army built a massive forward operating base on the Empire's western front. Sorry if I didn't actually say the word there. This FOB was outfitted... I almost felt like I was cussing. This FOB. Now I want to say SOB. This FOB was outfitted with quarters to house over 3,000 soldiers, including showers and rec rooms, and a hangar that could store over 100 tanks. Jesus Christ. Its facilities also held the ammunition, fuel, and rations required for a large-scale operation, along with a refueling station for military vehicles and ships. Operation Northern Cross was expected to be a long campaign, and for the soldiers of the Edinburgh Army, it was a vital lifeline in their fight against the Imperial Army's logistical advantage. Is that it? Okay. Rain. A small Imperial town on the Empire's west side, northeast of the Federation's Army's massive forward operating base. Why is this making me want to play Metal Gear 5? Otherwise known as Lindbergh Base. Rain's signal towers have been standing since medieval times, and to this day are considered historical landmarks. Each of their 4 sides have a 3x3 number panels, once used to relay information to other cities before the Industrial Revolution. What information? What time it was? What information are you relaying? Why not just call them? Like, have I even... Yeah, they're using talkies, so they have phones and shit. They're using radio. I don't get it. The town was occupied by the Imperial Army, repurposed as a comm center, and guarded by tanks. Its numbers were inflated by wooden decoys, and a jamming device cut off the enemy's communications, giving the Federation significant difficulty liberating Rain. So there's why. They cut everything off. I get that, but I'm saying... I guess they're saying, like, way back. Like, this is an ancient town, and then they took it over. Okay. They were explaining the history of the history. That's why that was kind of confusing to me. I got you. Royal Military Academy. The oldest and most prestigious... Is it prestigious or prestigious? It looks more like prestigious. Military Academy for training officers in Edinburgh. It is the fastest but most competitive route to achieving glory as a commander in the Federation. Trying to get in that glory hole. Although the Edinburgh Army prioritizes social class, the Academy itself accepts any commoner or foreigner who can prove their abilities. Since each class, valedictorian, still surprises me, I've been saying that wrong all these years, but it's not like I ever was one, so, is chosen by merit alone. Young cadets enroll from all around the world for a chance to prove themselves. As such, the school has a reputation for producing top-grade officers, especially during the Second War, when the newly minted commanders of the Edinburgh Army proved vital in leading the Federation in battle against the Imperial Army. The Europan calendar, EC. This calendar was used across Europa. Has at its origin the Valkyria conquest of the continent. For this reason, it's also known as the Valkyrian calendar. Each year is counted in relation to the year of the Darkson people were subdued and Europa was united as a continent. Years predating the unification are denoted as BC or before conquest. The First Europan War. Oh my god. Hang on, I gotta blow my nose. Friction between Federation Empire over Ragnite sources escalated into a constant wide war. EW1. I thought they were going to do like World War, but they went Wide War. I was very confused. The Industrial Revolution of the 18th century led to high demand for Ragnite, pitting Europa's twin giants in a race for resources. When the Crown Prince of the Empire was assassinated at the start of the 20th century, tension spiraled into all-out war. Despite the Imperial force using newly developed tanks, hostilities soon became bogged down in fruitless trench warfare, and the two exhausted powers ultimately signed a ceasefire agreement. Jesus Christ. During the war, Gallia's military, led by General Belgian Gunther, tank corps, foiled an Imperial invasion attempt. And then the Second War. Oh, so that was the First War. We are in the Second War. I was wrong, I'm sorry. Cause yeah, okay, that was... No. I was right. That's Welkin's War, and this is where we are now? Beginning as an Imperial incursion into the Federation land, the Second War quickly engulfed the large continent. The entire continent, becoming the largest scale war in Europa's history. Though the First War had ended in a stalemate, both powers had spent the intervening years stockpiling arms and preparing for an inevitable return to hostilities. After a 20-year pause, the Empire began the invasion anew, taking 3 of the Federation's border republics in quick succession. The Federation responded with a formal declaration of war. It wasn't long before the forces of both superpowers began to spill across the borders of the neighboring nations. Soon, all of Europa was caught up in a war that dwarfed all those in memory. That was literally in the first Valkyria Chronicles. That's cool that they went back and did that. War of the Valkyrie. The ancient Valkyrie united all of Europa after subjugating the Darksons in this half-legendary war of conquest. One of the reasons I love this series and doing it this way, this is why I don't really do face cam, unless you guys want this. I like being able to cut away and just do it all at once. I had to walk away for a second, so there's a little splice there. I don't even have to point this stuff out to you, but I like you knowing, so when you watch other people's content, you know what they don't tell you. I like doing that. By circa 30 BC, the Darksons are said to have ravaged much of Europa, wielding the dark arts to harness the destructive potential of Ragnite in their heedless power struggles. Suddenly, an immigrant population known as the Valkyrie came from the north, bearing a divine power in the form of lances and shields bathed in blue light. Using these to halt the Darkson rampage, they brought peace to Europa, according to inscriptions found across Europan units. Oh, ruins. I don't know, I think I wanted to see units there. In addition to In addition to unifying the land under their rule, the Valkyrie are credited for the birth of the modern European culture. The Razing of Hafen. In 1931, Imperial artillery was fired on the Gallian city of Hafen. A total of 13 shells hit, causing widespread fires and death. The Empire's official statement was that it was a misfire due to border tensions and Federation provocations. Sounds familiar. Yet, only a year prior, the Empire tried and failed to pressure the Principality into joining the alliance. It was clear the Emperor had its sights set on Gallia's ample Ragnite, so many saw the event as a deliberate act of aggression. Rather than counterattack, the Gallian government merely took the incident to the council. This unpopular decision pushed many to leave the armed neutrality of their homeland by enlisting in the armies of their Federation allies. Because they saw it as a cowardice means. Wow. So they said, fuck you, we're going to war. Federate Forces. The Atlantic Federation's loosely united nations often had difficulties coming to a consensus. In crises, many military representatives advocated their own respective governments' agendas over the collective needs of their allies. These power struggles led to logistical delays and frontline casualties. Some say a united federation would not have been so hard-pressed by the Imperial Army's superior numbers and resources if they had not been stymied by the United States of Vinland's. There you go, it's United States of Vinland's lack of open support. So that's what the USV was. However, leaders in the Second Europan War had learned from their past mistakes. Months of backdoor deals and secret treaties finally culminated in Operation Northern Cross, intended to bring the war to a swift end. Imperial Forces. Led by the Emperor, the Empire's political... Nope, sorry. I was thinking about taking my shirt off, and I was like, can I do that while I'm doing this? And then no, and then I realized, like, physics will mess it up and muffle it. Whatever. I'm gonna stay fully clothed. I hate it. I hate it! Because I'm literally gonna go right into probably filming this game. I love this game. The Empire's politics are still largely controlled by the aristocracy. The military is no exception, with several of the highest positions held by the Emperor's blood relatives and closest affiliates. Operating under a code of conduct with roots in the medieval ideal of knightly chivalry. What the fuck? Why? Why knightly chivalry? Chivalry? Yeah, chivalry, that's what it is. It's just weird that didn't expect to see that word there. Troops are expected to give their fealty and their lives to serve the East Europan Emperor. The Triple E, that's crap. The Imperial Army was the first to make and employ tanks in place of armored cavalry units, which reshaped the nature of Europan warfare and secured the nation's overwhelming military superiority for decades. Squad E. 1st Company of the 32nd Armored Ranger Battalion, 1st Combat Brigade, the 101st Division, Edinburgh Army. Their ranks were mainly foreigners to the United Kingdom of Edinburgh, in particular the Principality of Gallia. In an unprecedented feat, Squad E enrolled in the Ranger Corps together, then passed as an entire unit. As such, upon integration into the Ranger Corps, they both kept their E call sign and their commander, Lieutenant Claude Wallace. So that's not normal. Okay, normally they all go through different commanders and they don't keep their name. Okay, I didn't know that. Easy, that's awesome. Led by a tank named after a Gallian town of Hafen, these soldiers gradually developed a reputation as a ragtag band of eccentric aces to whom no mission was too small to take and no operation was too big to handle. Ranger Corps. Those designated as Rangers are the elite within the Edinburgh Army. Only soldiers proven to have exceptional combat skills, and survival skills as well, are allowed to enter its highly respective ranks. Close enough. Entry requires a rigorous extreme entrance exam. It kind of worked. If I had left alone, you may not have even noticed. God damn it. In an extensive training course, these squads are assigned to missions such as breaking through encampments, going deep into enemy territory, and turning the tides in decisive battles. Their famed abilities and adaptability set a startling example to their fellow Federation soldiers. They are the first to enter combat and the last to retreat, making the Ranger Corps a morale booster, respected by troops all across Europa. Trying to hide burps, not breathe on the mic, there's so many things that going on behind the scenes. Tank. At the turn of the 20th century, a time when trench combat was the primary form of warfare, these armored vehicles were created to breach defensive lines. Their designs employ a Ragnarok fuel combustion engine in which energy is harnessed from the explosive ignition of liquid ragnite. Byproducts include a distinctive blue light and extreme heat requiring the addition of a radiator. Originally used to cross trenches as a foot soldier support, and economic and technological advances had seen tanks grow to fill a number of combat roles. After the Empire used highly mobile attacks in the First War, all of Europa developed new vehicles, leading to the diverse array of models we've seen here today. Yes. Federate Tank. Why is this different? The opposite of the other place. What? Partially due to barren arsenals, and a lack of infrastructure in the Federation prior to the First War, the war saw the Empire secure a broad head start in the field of tank technology, TT. To Federation forces centered around foot soldier tactics, the Imperial Armored Corps represented a new and terrifying form of warfare. By the end of the First War, the Federation military knew well the necessity for heavy tanks with large cannons, and the development of armored vehicles began in earnest. Unable to rival the Empire in technology or military prowess, they instead chose to exercise their economic superiority, building a force of tanks with middling capabilities large enough to combat the Imperial force by sheer numbers. We will build 1,000,000 shitty tanks, yes! I actually want to hear that in like a speech. They may have better tanks, but we can build a lot more. They're not as good, but we can do this. Who would get behind that? I guess because they have numbers, that's why they're behind it. Starchild Festival. Hang on, my ear itches, sorry. The Starchild Festival is held every year on July 15 in Hafen. I mixed it up, but I basically said it right. Shut up. At dusk, all the children in the city race each other up to the clock tower to ring the bell to the top. The first 5 children to make it are awarded with a Starchild medal to wear until the next year's festivities, along with bragging rights amongst the local youths. Meanwhile, the adults gather in the city, getting fucking plastered, to sing and dance until the break of dawn. This evening of well-mannered frivolity is a perfect representation of the jovial and gregarious nature of Hafen and the people who live there. Ragnite. As Europa's primary energy source, this ore has become vital to daily life. It luminesces a characteristically blue hue when releasing the energy it contains. Mined primarily in mountainous regions, the raw ore is refined for use in various applications. Though the ore's existence was known in ancient times, it was not until the Valkyria brought the refinery technology to Europa that its use began. Since the Industrial Revolution, it has become a vital ingredient to human civilization. A surging need for tank fuel and weaponry derived from the ore has recently driven Europa's nations to expand their borders in a growing war for resources. The Ragnite industry. Depending on the refinery methods used, Ragnite ore can produce various forms of energy suited to a spectrum of needs. Refined into liquid Ragnarok, it can fuel lamps or power vehicles, granting it broad range of civilian uses. Its military applications include tank fuel, an incendiary agent and flamethrowers, the explosive payload and hand grenades, and countless others. Medical scientists recently learned that the ore also acts as a painkiller, developing a controlled disinfectant and restorative agent known as Ragnade. New properties and applications for the ore continue to be discovered daily, and few doubt that this resource will only continue to grow in use and few doubt that this resource will only continue to grow in use and value. It's kind of like honey. They just found out like what special kind of honey, but like Manuka honey is supposed to be better than anything at all, like ever discovered before to help heal cuts. I don't know if it's for wounds as well, but I know cuts it's phenomenal on. Weaponry, oh my god. I won't even know what I'm reading, dude. Alright, Lenfield. Military rifle, 898mm barrel, 418mm caliber, 7.62mm, clip size, 5 shots. Weight, 3,920 grams. Holy crap. It's a lot of cocaine. A standard issue rifle developed by Edinburgh's Western Kelvin Company. God damn it. A storied model of rifle, initially issued over 40 years ago. Its design has gone through multiple changes and multiple offshoot models since it remains a favorite of Edinburgh's military and citizens alike. Squad E is equipped with the newest model incorporating semi-automatic fire. Even with all its attachments, its weight is manageable thanks to the primarily being composed of wood. Nope, gonna drink my coffee, not gonna make Beavis and Butthead jokes. Gallian. The things that you can see there. A standard rifle developed by Gallia's only arms manufacturer, the National Arsenal. Or nah. Nah. Stop it, Cord. Nah, stop it. Okay. In recognition of the number of Gallians in Squad E, Claude negotiated with the superiors for access to these rifles. Please, I just want that one, please! They were then modified and adjusted to suit the squad mates' needs. Smaller than the rifles produced by Wester, not Wesker, this isn't Resident Evil. These are objectively inferior in firepower, but boast higher accuracy and precision. They're well liked among the squad. Of course, I don't really care about firepower. I mean, it's great if you have more firepower when it doesn't hit. I'd rather have less firepower, but it connects. What would you prefer? ZM car. Crafted by the Empire's top arms manufacturer, Zechmeister Corps. This design successfully balances reliable firepower with light portable weight. Sturdy and reliable, it was a vital tool for the Imperial Vanguard. Its distinctive axe-like shape earned its nickname, Francisca. Really? Why? After the throwing axe of the Middle Ages, the company itself established Gerhard Zechmeister, specializes in development of explosives. Robinson. Produced by the Walt Ordnance, like Walt Disney? In the United States of Inland, machine guns in the First War were too bulky and heavy to be portable. After the war, engineers confronted the idea of machine guns for foot soldiers, and so the Robinson was created as the world's first true submachine gun. Many other models were produced afterwards, but the Robinson's easy mass production made it a lasting staple of military issuance. It's a common favorite among soldiers and was informally called the Robbie gun. Oh, like the Tommy gun, that's clever. The Robbie gun. Oz forgives ya, but my Robbie gun don't. Pew pew pew! Mags. A Gallian-made submachine gun. Like the Gallian... What? Oh yeah, because there's a gun called... I was like the person? What are you talking about? Fucking idiot. Like the Gallian, Claude negotiated with the superiors so that his squad could be issued these. Due to the universal conscription policy of Gallia, many of these guns were designed to be light and easy to use, so that civilians who do not regularly undergo training can use them. The Mags was one of the guns designed with this in mind, and so, although it lacks firepower compared to Federation-issued guns, its portability and high accuracy gained much popularity among Squad E, especially its female members. Must not have much of a kicker. I know. I don't know. The guy I talked to at work, he's telling me when he was in the army, he knew girls that fired bigger guns than he did. I mean, it's just training. Doesn't matter sex, man. Like, seriously, people need to put that shit aside. I've seen women do some amazing things. It's time to get over it, man. ZMMP. The ZMMP boasts a degree of refinement so high it was lauded as Zechmeister's ultimate masterpiece. Excelling in firepower, accuracy, and portability, it represents the pinnacle of everything required of a machine gun. Further sweetening the deal is the high concentration of pressed parts, easily manufactured at low cost. With these guns in hand, I feel like I'm like on a fucking commercial. At low cost, with these guns in hand, Imperial Forces crossed Europa unchecked by the Federation and other nations. And it can be yours for only 15 payments of $19.99. The M2EQ, the equalizer. Capacity one shot. I was reading the stuff, but I was not reading it. Because it's just a lot of mama. You want me to go like 28, 35 mama? barrel mama? Yeah, I don't wanna. An anti, because I don't even know if it's millimeters. It could be something else. An anti-tank lance produced by the United States of Finland's Federal Alchemic Company. A well-rounded weapon that fires rocket-propelled projectiles. It was designed to be held under an arm when firing for stability. A protective cover keeps the user from getting burned when firing this motherfucker. Originally designed for a two-man team, it's been adjusted for individual use, aided by the development of a clip on the back. Jesus Christ. The LF Wasp. Ooh, oh, I can't turn them here? I gotta go here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's look real close. Oh, you can't get any closer to the barrel? Huh? A sniper made by the Edinburgh's own Wester Kelvin Company. It is a bolt-action rifle, boasting high accuracy compared to other Lenfeld offshoots. Its original schematics are based off of civilian hunting rifles, the standard issue rifle for the snipers of the 32nd Armored Ranger Battalion. LF is an abbreviation of Lenfeld, right? Lenfield? No, Lenfeld. We'll say Feld. Like Corey Feldman. GSR. A Gallian sniper rifle. As with the common Gallian rifle, Claude appealed this to his superiors so that he would be able to get this gun as well. Jesus Christ, Claude. The GSR sniper rifle has its origins as a rifle made for use on horseback. What? Just seems really stupid. What if you fuck up and kill your horse? The fully manual bolt-action GSR was half obsolete by the time it hit production lines, but its exceptional firing accuracy and brilliantly made safety saw it continue to see use until the very end of the Second War. Which we're in, so I don't... whatever. Sanders. The Sanders was an infantry support weapon, developed by Finland's Forest National Arms Factory. I guess all of these games, whether you get the feel or not, are done in a way that this is already done. It's predated. You're looking in a history book at history that happened in this world. You know what I mean? As the army could not supply an artillery vehicle for every infantry unit, this portable grenade launcher became an invaluable alternative for these soldiers on the front lines. The downscaling of the mortar's size is thanks to a Ragnite compression firing device designed by Riley Miller. What? I don't know what Riley's last name is. Military engineer. Through these developments, a mortar once requiring a full team of operators can now be carried by a single soldier. She created this class? Okay, now that's badass. That's fucking awesome. I'm already happy I'm reading this. She created this technology. Okay, that's fucking cool. So she's a fucking genius. Alright, Type F1 grenade. Produced by the Valois Republic Sans Diaz Arms Factory. Thanks to its mass production, many were exported to other countries including Edinburgh and Finland, the latter of which managed to develop their own grenades based on the Type F1. It's been labeled with a great number of nicknames from all the countries it's been exported to, but the popular choice seems to be calling it by fruit-based names like the pomegranate, the ragnapple, and the boomberry. I like the boomberry, but what are you guys partial to? The ragnapple? That's awesome. Also making me hungry. VBWF. Similar in basic construction to those used elsewhere, and this friction-fused hand grenade is the official standard within the Imperial Army's Europan territory. Though the time delay until detonation can be adjusted via dial or screw on the other side of the device, most users are hesitant to deviate from the timing that have been drilled into them over the course of their training. Again, that's like almost copied and pasted. I think it is copied and pasted from the other game, but it's still pretty cool. They're all sticking to how they do it. Hafen. What? Brown? Steiner and Brown? .400 HP? That doesn't seem very much for a fucking tank. I don't know tank stats. An offshoot model of Vinland made from medium tanks known as the Minute. It's just called the Minute. Known as the Minute. Squad E's it'll be there in a minute! Chill the fuck out! Squad E's version has been modified to Miles specifications. It was then named the Hafen after Claude's hometown in the Principality of Gallia. Cannon rounds are stored on the side of the tank, an artifact of its outdated design in some cases. Enemy fire would ignite the rounds, causing explosions. The Hafen's modifications account for this design flaw, fortifying the tank's sides with denser armor plating. Cactus. What? Only 105 horsepower? But that's only at the so many RPMs. It's not total, you fucking idiot. So it has 400 to 2300 RP. Okay, it's pretty goddamn powerful. It's not telling me what a red line's at. And the APC driven by Dan Bentley during the Second War. These truck-like APCs were mainly used by Edinburgh and Valois. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. With wheels in the front and treads in the back, they often join tanks for utility roles, like towing. Transport and scouting. I'd rather not read when I'm yawning, because I feel like that makes you yawn. In some cases, they functioned as mobile command centers. At the time, armored vehicles were known for the steep learning curve required to master their lever-based driving system. These half-assed, these half-trucks were equipped with steering wheels for intuitive driving, making them highly valued assets in the military. A Federate Tank. Shitty, and there's a lot of them. That's what it should say. Commonly known as the Minute. Oh, these are the Minute too? Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, 400 to 2300 RPM. Even the same guns. How do we have a Federate tank? Huh, I didn't even think of that. But we clearly do. Same stats and everything. These make up the bulk of the Federation tank forces, low in cost and easy to manufacture, told you. Its model was finalized just before the war's beginning. That's why he's always working on the goddamn thing. The name derived from the Minutemen civilian soldiers in the Vinland Wars for Independence. Sorry, I'm kinda tearing up here. Someone's cooking onions. The gathered tanks evoked images of Vinland's amassed colonial militiamen, and to a parallel, their namesakes, who were said to be combat ready at only a minute's notice. I figured, but I liked mine better. The army could assemble a greater number of those tanks quickly. The light tank. Like the other, but light. Done. You would think though, like if it's light and it's significantly lighter. Doesn't tell me weight anywhere. No, 24 tons. What are you? 31 tons. Because I'm wondering if like that much power would probably equal out. These are actually way faster. Because the light tank should be faster. Though originally developed before the outbreak of the Second War, these new tanks saw considerable use throughout it. Taking to the stage just as the tanks began to see use as a highly mobile units. What? Taking the stage just as tanks began to see use as highly mobile units able to work in conjunction with troops on foot. This model came to define the epoch. By the beginning of the Second War, however, they were showing signs of age and were outclassed by Federation counterparts in terms of their frontal firepower. Heavy tank. 45 tons, 600, oh my god. Hey, Uranus. That's probably how they kill them. They're laughing and you done. This heavyweight tank's powerful, relatively long-barreled rotary cannon and front-mounted wide-muzzled fixed cannon combined to form a shockingly effective frontal offense. A small magazine mounted at the turret's rear increased the number of rounds the tank can carry, while the use of a large interchangeable chassis kept costs low, a practice that later became common. I just don't know how I feel about that. I understand you gotta save money, but saving money on the goddamn tanks? Save money somewhere else, man. I don't know, this is what my thought, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a break from this and I'll be right back. It's kind of annoying, but I guess what can you do? Alright, what was kind of annoying, if you're wondering, was, it's weird that I can't save here, or back out and go to the other tab. I gotta back all the way out. It's almost punishing me for reading these terms. A little weird. Little weird. I don't know. But I guess that's their point, is that if you're gonna read it, you're dedicated anyway. I don't know. It's just weird, but this is the part I wanted to do. Oh my god. You know, it'd be a really cool addition to these. When they introduce themselves in the first one, I don't remember if they do it here, but when you're getting the characters and they introduce themselves, they should say their name. Like when you go into them. Claude Wallace. I think that'd be really cool, so you know their name and you inherently get a sound of what their voice is. Alright, Claude Wallace. Edinburgh, Army 1st Lieutenant, age 22. Commander of Squad E. From the city of Hafen in Gallia. Keenly attuned to changes in climate and weather. Change outfit. I hate when you say that and you don't have another outfit. Riley Miller. Edinburgh Army 2nd Lieutenant, age 21. Huh, maybe Claude got held back. Why does he even know her? Squad E Grenadier, from the city of Hafen in Gallia. She seems to share some painful history with Claude. Again, no outfit. It's like owning little action figures of these guys. Okay, just the way you're... Oh my god. Nope, no outfit either. Edinburgh Army Sergeant. I wonder if you earn outfits in the game, maybe. Edinburgh Army Sergeant, age 23. Squad F. Nope, there's an E there. Squad E Fire Team. Also, this guy's a year older. Leader, from the city of Hafen and Gallia, a Darkson. He's athletic and very capable soldier. He calls himself invincible, short-tempered, but cares for his friends. Fond of girls, booze, and cigarettes, though he's decided to quit the latter. He still carried guilt over a conflict with Claude, but the two of them have talked it through. Their friendship is now stronger than ever. Kai Schulen? Kind of like Schulen. I think it's Schulen, though. I see what I mean? Like, I wish they'd say the names. Yeah, look, shut up. Edinburgh Army First Sergeant, age 23. Squad E Fire Team Leader, from the city of Hafen and Gallia. Loves fresh baked bread, perhaps more than life itself. Huh, wonder if she knows Alicia. Minerva Victor. Edinburgh Army First Lieutenant, age 22. Commander of Squad F. Appointed Senior Lieutenant. She holds authority over all other squad commanders. Her father, a respected Army official... ensured she kept... I thought it was AA, Army... whatever. She kept high standards for herself, but she values chivalry and honor. But she can also be quite stubborn. It's really pissing me off. Is there ever a fucking outfit? Why would the... Damn, what the fuck is that? Is that like tank cleaning stuff? It's gotta be like tank cleaning gear. No other outfit. What? Is there... Not like... No. Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't like the D-pad thing or something. Edinburgh Army Sergeant, 20 years old. Squad E tank operator. He's got undeniable talent when it comes to piloting and driving a tank. Claude was a senior in the military academy, and they earned high marks. When paired in tank training, the duo won countless mock battles together. Alright, coffee time. Not actually cooled down yet. Dan Bentley. Edinburgh Army, private, age 30, Squad E, APC driver, a man with a passion for tanks and APCs, not particularly talkative otherwise. No other outfit. You should know I'm always trying. Christel Ward. Edinburgh Army, god damn it, stop doing that. Army Corporal, age 22, Squad F Scout. One of Minerva's subordinates and a competent soldier who excels at recon. That'd be better than competent. Most of the time she is reliable and very sociable. She acts as Minerva's right-hand woman, and the two have been close friends for a long time. Oh, you don't talk about her secret desires? I'm sure they will. Karen Stuart. Nope, go back to... Yeah, it was Karen. I was like, what, is it Crystal? It was Karen. I must have went up, I thought it went down. Edinburgh Army Corporal, age 17. Squad E medic. Eldest girl of a large family. She planned on medical school, but enlisted to support her household. Ragnarok. Age 10. Holy shit, he's old. Dude, 70. He should be retired. Working like a dog. Age 10. Squad E rescue dog. Male. Helps in rescuing wounded soldiers. He used to be a stray, but is extremely intelligent and exceptionally brave. Fearlessly runs through gunfire and even explosions. Won't leave a hurt comrade behind. He's very prideful and stubbornly refuses petting. Mostly. It's common to see Rags running courteously through the battle in order to save the wounded. The sight alone can boost any soldier's morale. That will not boost my morale. That would fucking terrify me. Albert Miller. Riley's father, a researcher of Ragnite compression technology and manager of the Miller Company factory. He and his family died when it burnt down. The roof... I'm changing outfit. The roof is on fire. Curtis Blackwell. Edinburgh Army Squad E Scout. He's 18 years old. Most believe him to be cold and stoic, but he's really just an asshole. I mean, he's really just shy. He has a younger sister named Eileen. Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe it's a sign that we're not very far in this game at all. Godwin. What was the rest? It was just Godwin? Huh. Edinburgh Army Squad E... Army Squad E Scout. Age 35. Finally! Someone who's the same age as me. A battlefield scavenger. Cynical, sarcastic, and prickly to anyone who talks to him. Trusts no one. Okay, I kind of like Godwin. Godwin needs to be in our party. Jester Mooney. Wait, did I? Okay. I didn't try to change his clothes. Edinburgh Army Squad E Scout. Age 43. Does not look 43. An optimistic man who rolls with the punches. He has a weakness for gambling, which has landed him deep in debt. Until you had the gambling thing, then you lost me. He was my man until I saw the gambling thing. Rosetta Valeriano. Is it me, Valeriano? God damn it. Go away, Hiccup Burps. Come on, man. Edinburgh Army Squad E Scout, age 28. Presents as feminine. Birth name is Rosano. Fights to end the war in combat. Anti-Darkson discrimination. Oh, are you secretly a Darkson? Oh, that explains the overly bright hair. Nice. Teresa Leach. Edinburgh Army Squad E Scout, age 19, a med school student who strives to become a doctor, very intelligent with a serious, studious personality. Leach? Girl, you got a good heart, and I do like you as a person, but I don't know if I want to see the Dr. Leach. Would you guys have a Dr. Leach work on you? That's... I'm just saying. I know it's just a name, but it's something people say. Like, there's a dentist down here that has... What is it? It's Richard B. Love. I'm not going to a doctor that's named Dick Love. I don't care. I will not go to a dentist named Dick Love. Would you see Dick Love? Comments below. Nico Emery. Edinburgh Army Squad E Scout, age 16. An earnest, hardworking girl. Very trusting and believes in her heart that everyone is capable of good. I love Nico. Damn it! Millennia Hudson. She's a Squad E Scout. She's 26, a kind woman who seems out of place on a battlefield. She seems to have a personal reason for joining the army. And then I bet a lot of these, giving you incentive to play over and over, reveal themselves through playing them. I wonder if that actually updates this chart, too. That would be fucking awesome if they can do that. I don't know if they can. Zyga. He's a Squad E Shock Trooper. He's 18. He's a Darkson. Nope. Yeah, he's a Darkson. He tends to get carried away in the heat of the moment. Raz's right-hand man, or so he claims. Scott, Aldiss? He's a shock trooper as well with Squad E. He's 24, a simple man who takes all things literally and follows orders to the letter, without question. It's not necessarily a good thing. Stanley Barclay. God damn it. I just got fucking Child's Play. Andy. Goddamn Child's Play. Because his name was Scott, was it Scott Barclay, I think? I think it was Andy Barclay. I think it was his name. Edinburgh Army Squad E Shock Trooper. He's 19, an energetic young man from Finland, who faces everything with a smile. Nothing seems to get him down. He's not smiling in this picture. Brian Ford. Could make a Ford joke, not gonna, really wanna. Edinburgh Army Squad E Shock Trooper, age 63. A skilled mercenary. Rumors say that he appears in large-scale wars and leads his side to victory. That's fucking weird. Viola Bryce. An Edinburgh Army Squad E Shock Trooper. She's 20 years old, a vicious warrior. She lives for combat and fights in constant search of even greater strength. Damn, I like her. Emmy Mistral. She's a shock trooper for Squad E. She's 21. She was working as a mercenary and bounty hunter. She can be cunning, violent, and coldly opportunistic. God damn it. Some of these characters are kind of wanting in my party now. Fleuret Valois. I have no idea if I'm butchering that, so I apologize. She's a shock trooper. She's 21. She's serious, straightforward, and somewhat stubborn, for better or worse, though typically the latter. Feria Blanche. He's a shock trooper. He's 17. Oh, she's 17. A girl who hides her face behind an iron mask. An iron mask. Whatever her reason, she avoids talking about it. I wonder if that would actually come up. Laurent McLeod. I'm kind of wanting to go with the oddballs here. God damn it. I might be changing our squad up here. He's a Lancer for Squad E. He's 18. He's very passionate about his cause. Brave and believes in justice. In his eyes, right makes might. Oh, yeah, go fuck yourself. Kegel Human. He's a human. Yo, it's like that goddamn thing on YouTube that fucking annoys the hell out of me. I won't even watch the videos. Doggo talks to Who-Man. I was like, why the fuck are they doing that? Edinburgh Army Squad E Lancer. He's 60 years old, short-tempered, and prone to long rants. Shut the fuck up, comments. He's kind and protective behind his bluster, especially to new recruits. Jimmy Frank. Oh, it's like Jimmy Dean. Is that what it is? The sausages? I was just trying to think of somebody with two names. Billy Bob. Edinburgh Army Squad E Lancer, age 32. A very helpful veteran soldier with good advice, but being what? Yeah, with a veteran soldier with good advice. But being deployed with him somehow makes people uneasy. What the fuck? That's weird. He's a helpful veteran soldier, but being deployed with him makes people uneasy. I don't know what the fuck that means. Jean Matrix. She's 29. She's a Lancer for Squad E. She's a born soldier with an incredible physique. I don't know if you should put that in here. Usually tries to solve most of her problems with brute force. Brittany Scarlett. Squad E Lancer, 42, a single mother who others turn to for life advice, particularly the other younger women in the squad. Huh. Aldred Abington. He's an engineer for Squad E, he's 28. He's a man who loves tanks with a passion. He can usually identify parts and models on sight alone. Rebecca Longhurst. She's an engineer for Squad E, she's 24, has a cold personality, brusque, and not much inclined to socializing with her peers around the squad. Doesn't she look so chatty? Look how happy she looks. Like you're really not here for good reasons. Aladdin Ballad. He's a sniper, he's 24, he's for Squad E, sorry. A self-proclaimed feminist and protector of women. He fights with his trusty sniper rifle, Sergeant Isabella. Huh. A self-proclaimed feminist. I might keep you in here just for fun. I actually like the dude. Huh, I wonder, that's a weird background story. I wonder if they'll ever explain why he's a feminist. Norid Sarian. Edinburgh Army Squad E Sniper, 60 years old. Nope, where are you getting 60? I just want to say things, don't I? 24 years old, a gentle lover of nature who lives life at his own pace. Lived in the Northlands, surrounded by trees. I keep forgetting to try to change it. Nige le Breton. I have no fucking idea. She's a sniper. She's 16 and she's with Squad E, a timid girl with confidence issues. She's easily flustered and blushes at the slightest provocation. Because she's in fucking puberty. Jesus Christ. Connor Doherty. I want to say Daughtry for some reason. Doherty. I'm just going to go with the King of Queen. Doherty. You say it real fast. Edinburgh Army Squad E Grenadier. 30 years old, passionate and devoted to writing his book, but quick to make excuses for his lack of progress. Yeah, they are definitely cracking on the damn writer for Harry Potter. Eufy? Rufio? What the fuck? I don't know how to say your name. She's a... Yeah, it is a... Okay, it's a woman. I'm never sure in these games. I'm careful now. Edinburgh Army Squad E Grenadier. She's 24, a mature woman with a seductive air about her, popular among the men. Also a Darkson. Just randomly, also a Darkson. Alright, I actually like new people. We may be changing up. In fact, go back in here. We may be changing up our squad. Because there were a couple people that intrigued me, and I'm trying to see it so I can beat it into my head here. Who I like that was new. Just bear with me. We're not rereading the profiles. Yeah, Rosetta I think I want in the party now. Rosetta and that person with the only two I want to change, these two, are Ferrier. I want to see if we can find out why she wears that. I think those are the only two that I'm really curious. I do like Jean as well, but we were using her anyways. Yeah, those are the only ones that I'm going to try to push. I mean, a 16-year-old, it's not going to be a good story. Maybe we could try... Said I'm kind of curious to see who we follow. And his, I don't know, he might get the book. He might actually get a book or something. I don't know. I think there's side events based on who you learn and stuff too. I'm not sure. But either way, there is exclusive stories to learning each character, so it'll be fun. But that's going to do it for our readables here. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and when we pick up, we will be right here. The reason I do it this way is that way, if you want to share these with me, you can, and if you don't, no loss, no harm, no foul. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm Ayato666, and I will catch you later. Peace.